Peace, y'all. This is the Views from the 7 podcast.
Oh, my baby.
Nigga, she stop, you stop.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah. Peace, y'all. This is the Views from the 7 podcast. This is your guy, Spence. I'm joined with my homeboys, Skinny.
Yeah.
Ivan.
What up?
Ant.
What's happening?
What up? Hey, man, a question just popped up in my head, right? What song do y'all know all the words to, but the woman is singing it?
Oh, shit.
Zero.
I knew this nigga was gonna do that shit.
But the woman is singing the whole song?
Like if it's a dude and a woman in the song, but you know all her parts.
Shit, I even know majority.
Majority.
All
Shit.
niggas sing is the female part.
First of all, don't do that. We can't be friends. Oh,
Yeah.
Doing it. Well,
What was the female part?
I'ma call you Big Daddy and scream your name. Matter of fact, I can't wait for your candy rain.
I just wanted you to say it.
Look at that, bro. Set him up too, bro.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but I said, fuck
Bro, just start bobbing his head like, yo, he got it. Yeah.
And
I know a lot, but it ain't one that just pops up the top of my head though. But a lot of women music are part of my daily rotation. So
me too. Female, women R&B is way better than male R&B to me.
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure.
You can say male but not female. Nigga, give us the same respect.
Man R&B.
Then he's shooting out the gate.
A man.
You feel like women R&B better than male R&B?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's you feel women R&B way more than male R&B.
Well, for the most part, women are actually singing to us, so we feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to the male R&B, we singing that to the women, so it only has that extra value in those moments where we actually feeling that way towards our woman. If that makes sense.
Act up, you can get smacked up. Mad up, you can get smacked up.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, not like that. Women R&B is better than male R&B. I can't say I agree.
Well, after what you was listening to on our way here,
First of all, don't do that.
That Trey Songz album was dope.
The Trey Songz was dope.
not the cuts you was playing.
Grub Bone wasn't good.
No.
What?
All that shit was ass. You was playing, bro.
See, that's how we know niggas got that body. You ain't like that at Marion?
Could have played Store Run though.
Some of the Marion joints was not the C cuts though.
The whole album was a C cut. There was no. You don't like Wonder Woman?
No, that Wonder Woman's always been ass to me.
What?
The Trey Songz joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's always been ass.
Bitch, you don't like Wonder Woman?
That for sure didn't age well. When I listened to it in the car, I was like,
Yeah, I said, man, this nigga, you gonna open up another can of ass in here, man?
that's the first one I skip anytime I listen. And that's like the second track.
That's the second track, yeah.
I listen to Bun B rapping before I listen to that shit.
Whoa! Whoa!
No, the intro is Bun B rapping.
Oh, okay. Nigga just, whoa, nigga, that came out. Shit.
Intro is Bun B, man.
And you like the Fiend. You ain't like the Fiend?
I fuck with Fade.
That was ass. Bro, that shit was ass.
I fuck with Fade.
That shit was ass.
And you like
36
Fiend?
ounces of
What you
what?
say?
You like Fiend?
The rapper?
Yes.
Yeah, I fuck with Fiend.
Not what we was listening to in the car, bro.
Okay, yeah,
that was
I
some
fucking
shit
know
like
that
Give me, hold on.
when Stone Cold get on the ropes and hit them cans together,
Hold on.
ass just came out.
Give me a second, hold on.
This nigga still playing Erykah Badu. You ready?
Yeah, I've been fucking with Fiend for a long time.
That nigga.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I fuck with Fiend. It don't matter.
So it's just you, Dante.
Shit, I'll be on the island on my own with that one. That is getting zero play. That is getting zero play.
How you gonna fuck with Fiend?
They just put Fiend first album on.
Did they?
Why?
The No Limit shit?
They just put that on there.
Did they?
I see why.
Let me look.
They just put his first
I
album
ain't
on
do a
there.
Fiend like that, bro.
Come on, he
First
bugging.
album,
He
dope.
bugging.
Yeah, right.
It's
Mystical
one-
held them niggas.
It's
up.
one in every
All them
family.
no
Always
limit
did,
niggas
bro.
was ass.
Nah,
Fiend and Mac was the best
always-
too.
Fiend and Mac was the best too.
No,
for
Mystical
sure.
was the best for sure, but Fiend wasn't
Nah.
far behind him.
No.
Nah,
Mystical was easily the best.
nah,
They
Mac.
did
Mac.
just put that first
Easily
Fiend
the
on
best.
there. Ooh.
You know when you do a creator player on 2K,
Yeah.
that's the no limit niggas. All them niggas was the same with different outfits on. All a bunch of little yachties.
You tripping.
You crazy, bro. You
Fiend
crazy.
and Mac was.
Yeah, we not standing for no
Fiend
no
and Mac
limit
was hard.
disrespect on this here podcast, man.
Just Mystical held them niggas up. P
Mystical for sure.
lucked up to get Mystical.
I'll give
Mystical
you
and probably Mia X. He lucked up. He lucked up.
that. Yeah, but Fiend go.
Yeah,
he
sure
always
dope.
win.
Yeah.
I think Mystical was the only superstar of the group, but Fiend
Yeah.
and Mac were.
All them niggas was
No, I mean,
C-list, and then you had
Mystical
Mystical.
was easily the best. Like
No.
Mystical wrapped
Mac was
circles
the best.
around them niggas.
No, not Mac. Not at all.
No, you crazy on that, bro. Mystical wrapped circles around niggas.
Mac better than all them niggas.
Mac. Drake.
No, Mac.
He ended up catching. He ended up catching.
You don't know who Mac is either?
Shell shock.
Play something from Mac.
He ended up catching a body.
Play something from Mac.
I got you. Give me a second.
Shell shock. Turn your neighborhood block to a battlefield.
That's a bar from him?
Yeah.
What's a bar from Mystical that was anything worth remembering?
With your sister. Wanted me to kiss ya.
Nigga, if you don't turn this shit off, nigga, what the fuck? This nigga said better than Mystical?
This ain't gonna.
What?
This ain't gonna prove your point, bro. I ain't gonna.
Nah, this was not.
Yeah, this ain't gonna do
I
it.
fuck with Mac. It could be my
That's my shit. I'm sorry.
This shit
This
is.
shit is ass.
With some nut stains.
All this shit on YouTube, so I can't.
You ain't gonna be able to find it.
He knew that I was clocking dollars.
This better than this nigga.
this
This is
ain't-
disrespectful, bro.
No, I
I
said
say-
Mac was a better rapper than Mystical. I don't
He's
think-
not.
He's not. He
Y'all
not. No.
crazy.
No, he not.
I'm trying to look up. Let me look up the Mac shit.
No, turn this shit off.
Yeah, facts.
Oh my God, please.
Decent.
You niggas tripping.
Hey,
Y'all
nigga,
tripping, man.
after playing that, man, don't ever talk about the homie Big Beats again, bro. Ever.
Who the fuck is Big B?
Hey, that nigga, who the fuck is Mac when it come to that shit? Nigga? On me, nigga. Look, don't play that shit no more. Y'all trying to get on me about Big Beats shit, nigga. No, nobody.
Ooh, nigga, that shit was ass.
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about-
100 times better than that, though.
You talking about the Green
That pussy
Valley?
kept calling me. That shit was cool.
Come on, niggas bugging like that.
Come on, bro.
First of all,
It don't matter what y'all
no
play.
Green
Y'all,
Valley
you're
grocery
not,
music.
you are
You
not.
no more.
You are not going to find a track that says Mac is better than Mystical. You
Yeah.
can just stop.
Mac better than
You could just stop looking for one.
Mac is better than Mystical.
You listen.
You can stop looking for
You
it.
listen to Mac while you fucking the bitches with all the clothes in the room.
Nah, Mac got some shit, man. I'm on YouTube. It's hard to find.
That side room where you throw all the clothes be on the bed and shit. That's where you listen to Mac at.
Yeah, first of all,
You can't find their music nowhere. P ain't.
no,
No,
don't worry. We'll get into it later, man. You
First
talking about
time
you
right
can't
here.
find? It's so many tracks with Mac and Mystical on them. Just play one of them motherfuckers.
I'm trying to look for them.
What track is with Mac and Mystical?
Look. Okay, we had a topic, so I didn't want to get into it.
I
All right.
remember Mac and Mystical.
Well, one of my favorite reoccurring themes in music is the Soldier tracks on those No Limit motherfucking albums.
Play your
Every
shit,
album
Skinny.
has something.
Don't nobody
Damn
ask play
near
your music.
everybody on the limit on the
I'm trying to
label.
see which one is with Mystical.
All this shit gonna be ass anyway.
Oh, with Mac?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I don't think he got none with Mystical.
We were at the lot.
Man, you gotta go to the 90s shit. Hold on, man. I'm looking.
Shit was hard too.
This murder, kill.
Yeah. You ain't fuck with this either?
No,
Oh man,
bro,
y'all
you
tripping.
trying hard, nigga. This shit is not gonna make me a
Bro,
believer.
they trying super hard. They could just stop, bro.
You shouldn't have to try this hard to get a nigga to like something.
Because with Mystical had hits. Mac, I don't think Mac got hits. I just
Mystical
think he
got
a better rapper.
everything.
Mystical was an all-around great
Facts.
artist. He didn't have a weakness
Facts.
except he couldn't say no.
I don't think so.
This only had one classic album.
You crazy?
What the fuck?
Turn this shit
You
fuck
know,
off. You crazy.
hey, look, when it comes
This
to
nigga
Ivan and
tripping.
music, man, that shit gotta go in one ear and out the other, dog.
You don't like Fiend.
Fiend's
What kind of
in
nigga don't
this
like
nigga.
Fiend?
I like Fiend.
This nigga said Mystical got one classic album.
This one, the Unpredictable.
I smell smoke.
You got
What is
Unpredictable.
that? Unpredictable.
You got the motherfucking,
Let's get ready.
Let's Get Ready for sure.
And Tarantula.
I wouldn't say Tarantula. I wouldn't say the one before Let's Get Ready, though.
I don't know. I fuck with Mystical though. I just fuck with Mac more.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it's cool though, man. We know you're Too Short music. You know you can't.
I don't listen to Too Short.
All right.
What's happening, man?
I can't believe I let these niggas draw me into a conversation
I'm
about
trying to tell
music
you,
that's
man.
so ass.
What kind of nigga didn't listen to No Limit though?
I listen to No Limit.
Who you like? Just Mystical?
I like Mystical.
That's it.
Admittedly, I was a Silk guy back in the day.
Facts.
A nigga just.
Hey, look. Hey, what do you
How was your weekend, man?
No, I'm
look?
with him
No,
on this, facts.
when the nigga when
Go ahead.
Silk with the braids, I fucked with that school.
niggas was
shit.
trash.
I fucked with
Silk with the
Bro.
braids?
Silk was
Nah,
fucking
I don't know about
trash.
Silk with the braids.
I fucked with that school. That
Silk
album.
Charge It to the Game.
That album that had that
Charge
school
It to
on
the
it.
Game.
That album that had
Game
that
was
school
dope.
in it. I
Charge It
fucked
to
with
the Game was
that.
dope.
That's cool with Trina and shit. I fucked with
No,
that.
I ain't fuck with
No,
none.
ain't that
You talking
no.
about Made Man? That shit was ass.
Made Man was okay, but Charge It to the Game.
Charge It to the Game was his
for
shit.
sure.
I fucked with Later P.
Later, Pete.
Later P.
Yeah, not Ice Cream Man P. Like Later P.
Like before the last done. You talking about Ghetto D?
Ghetto D is I wouldn't say later, Pete, but
Like 2000s.
Basketball. The nigga that was that was playing in the NBA.
Yeah, I fucked with that P.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
But you talking about Fiend and Mac? Come on, man.
Hey, look, you asked me a fucking question, man.
You don't listen to Fiend and Mac, but you listen to
man,
Silk.
I'm trying to tell y'all, put a track on.
I'm looking for Master P
Put
in
on
2000.
I'm a Soldier from Charge It to the Game. It got Mac and Mystical on. Mystical destroys Mac on that. He destroys Mac on anything, bro.
On
And
what?
I'm not even
On Charge
on Charge to the Game. The first track.
A lot
I'm
of
a
P's
Soldier.
albums out on here.
You're not gonna find a lot of No Limit shit is not on.
P don't got shit in the
Like
2000 that was dope. He was after
No,
98.
After,
It was a
after
rap.
Last Dawn, it was a rap for Pete.
It was a
You gotta
rap.
go to YouTube to find all that shit.
Yeah, he don't got
No, you can find all this shit. Well,
Not streaming.
I just found Mac whole album on Spotify.
I fucked with this right here. This P. I fucked with that P.
Yeah. That's when they tried to make a comeback and they came with some decent music and
Yeah,
just
I
didn't get them
fucked with
back all
this
the way.
P.
Yeah.
P had a resurgence in the
About
early
that.
2000s.
Daddy without dad and wrist.
Okay, hold on.
Look, y'all niggas
wait,
caping for No Limit and don't even know the music.
Look,
Play
No, I
something
didn't
that wasn't
fuck-
a
no, I
single
didn't
though.
fuck with
Play that P that's not a single that's good.
hold on, but don't
It ain't-
Don't say I fuck with this P,
It
but
ain't
play a single. Cause the shit I played wasn't a single. Pick something out of the meat of the album.
Let's not get my stance mixed up. I fucks with No Limit heavy. I'm just saying Mystical is better than Mac. That's that. But I fucks with all the No Limit.
I don't feel that way. I feel like Mystical was a better artist because he can make better hits. But I feel like Mac has some shit.
I don't think it's one thing that Mystical came sorry on. Not one fucking
one.
thing. Not
Mystical
one.
ain't never had a sorry verse.
Not one.
Nobody fuck with Mystical when he trying to come back to Cash Money. So
You know
I don't
what?
want to hear y'all.
And how was
He
your weekend?
never had a sorry verse. This nigga came back to Cash Money
Oh shit.
and he had verses.
He never went to. Well, after that,
He ain't go to Cash
bro,
Money.
when Mystical's resurgence, like that's a rap.
Okay, so
We
he
know
never
why.
had a
We
trash
know why
verse
he. was.
before
We
he
never
know
had a
why,
trash verse,
but we
period,
know
bro.
he never had a.
Prison.
He never had a trash verse.
Before
but
prison.
Mystical shot after prison is all but gone.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't giving him no shot. So yeah, he went to Cash Money because at that time that was the biggest record label. But he still got that cloud over his head. That shit ain't never going away.
And not
That's a
only,
rap.
Not only did he never have a sorry verse, you can't find a fucking song where somebody had a better verse than him when he was featured. You can't find one.
But that cloud over his head is gone. He can come out with the greatest song tomorrow, and that shit goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go to jail for the shit once. Well, he went to prison for it once.
I'm
And
talking
then
about
he
when
went
first
again.
came back from prison. When he first
That
came
he
back
still
from
got
prison.
the cloud over his head. He raped the chick. That ain't going nowhere.
But you said he never had a sorry verse.
He didn't.
Prior to prison. Say that.
He doesn't.
I
After
don't know-
prison.
I haven't heard nothing.
He got a song. I heard the song. I heard the song with Wayne. He had a couple joints with Wayne when he came out of prison, and those are dope too. But they're not going nowhere.
From what I've heard of Mystical, I've never heard a sorry verse ever.
All right, Ant Man, how's your weekend, man? You listen to anything that you don't know the name of? You watched anything that you don't remember? What's up?
I ain't watched shit or listened to nothing, man. My whole weekend was based around my daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday, baby girl.
14. So happy birthday to her. And that's pretty much that. We went down to Big Bend, which is like 10 miles south of Laughlin.
Okay.
And we just had a day out there on the beach, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's the whole weekend.
Skinny? Fiend?
I did not listen to no damn thing.
Whoa! Can't be touched, head ass nigga.
Shit, I ain't do much. I did had the homies for our click day. We kicked it. Females came through and shit.
Or y'all gonna be them niggas. Mama said I can't leave the porch.
Nah. Nah, we just kicked it.
I tell you to clean your
That's the fuck fucking do. That was it, really. That was it. I was up all night doing that and trying to check out some shit that I want to order for this for the show and shit.
Okay.
So, online checking out.
I know a better verse. That's why you had a better verse than Mystical.
It wasn't Mac.
Going.
But go ahead.
It wasn't Mac. But go ahead.
No. Let's talk.
You talking Luda?
Nah, Crazy
Okay.
Bone. I don't give a fuck with Lil Jon.
Stop it. Stop it.
Crazy
I
Bone.
don't remember that song.
Boom, 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 boom.
Crazy Bone is a verse.
Yeah, you'll find anything to work for your argument. That's not gonna happen.
That wasn't even my argument. That was Ant stance. I was just looking like
Oh, and I did watch that Ip Man 4.
Ant Man.
Ip Man.
It Man's.
It.
Ip. IP.
Ip.
It's Kung Fu.
It's a martial arts movie. It's the dude that trained Bruce Lee.
Okay.
I did watch part 4. That shit was ass. But the first one was,
That's exciting.
Oh shit.
the first one was dope. This one they actually brought Bruce Lee into this movie, so they showed different parts of Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
But it's so exaggerated. Like the movie is so exaggerated that it makes it ass.
Are the Ip Man movies? Are they about Ip Man? Or are they featuring Ip Man?
No, they're about him. They're about him, but I don't think it's the full true story. Like at the end of every movie, they tell you like what parts of it really happened, kinda, I guess. Because like in the first one, it was the Chinese versus the Japanese, and it always showed the injustice of Chinese people and all that type of shit. It do. They legit say injustice in this one.
Well, yeah, I guess you can.
So it showed that, but it showed on the first one. It shows as far as in Asia, like with the Japanese and the Chinese, how the Chinese was more lower class and the Japanese was more higher class.
Okay.
And then it'll tell you like, okay, he trained Bruce Lee from this age to this age, in the first one, and then all the rest of them is like bullshit. Like Mike Tyson is in the third one.
Okay.
I forget the nigga that's in the fourth one. Yeah. So it's some bullshit, but then it'll tell you like, okay, but he did do this
Bruce.
at the end of the movie.
Bruce.
I heard the first two was like real good though.
The first two was cool. The third one was, and then the fourth one was trash too.
I never watched them, but I heard the first two.
Okay. Ivan?
I didn't watch anything new. Everything I watched was old. I was back and forth between Entourage and The Flash. You know, Entourage is my shit.
I heard I just once it get old, bro, I can't go back to it.
I think Ari Gold is probably one of my favorite characters on TV ever.
Okay.
I was mostly kicking it this week. My cousin, she graduated college. She had a
Congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to her. Her mom was in town from Georgia. My uncle flew in from Seattle, so I was hanging out all weekend. And then my best friend drove into town Monday.
Yeah.
And then the homie birthday was yesterday, so we was hanging out. Or his birthday was Monday, so we was hanging out last night playing cards and drinking. So I've mostly been just hanging out. I ain't really watch or do too much this weekend other than that. Just spend time with family.
I ain't do shit either. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I watched a movie called, and it stuck with me, Ford versus Ferrari.
How was that? Because I really need to watch that.
Great. I'm not a NASCAR nigga. You know what I mean? So the movie got skipped over like so many times because it's been on cable for a while, and I don't know, for some reason, man, I just said fuck it, man. I keep seeing it, so I'm gonna check it out, and it was fucking amazing. It was great.
Okay.
It was great. You know, any wife even sat down and watched that shit. So, that was good. I did check out this recent episode of Cannon's class. A part of his apology tour, he had a rabbi on, and
I turned that shit off.
it was very, very disappointing. Like, it wasn't coming from a place of education. And he mentioned something like, the rabbi told Nick Cannon, and this is like pissed me off. I probably would have slapped dude if he would have. Because I remember vividly us coming in here and, you know, and I went on like a little rant about the slave trades, you know what I mean? If they wanted to compare, like the numbers don't even compare, right?
Yeah.
And Ant was like, you know, just, you don't compare tragedies. But it's like, this is the reason why. You don't tell a man whose ancestors come from this place, that the only people who have the right, the moral right to say that this country is evil is those that walked out of those concentration camps. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
And what the fuck do they have to do with America? That didn't happen here.
You know what I'm saying? And he kept on, like, it was like, you know, say what you want about the minister, you know what I mean? You don't have to agree with everything, you know, Minister Farrakhan says, but he wasn't on trial. Why is this all about him?
They said every time he speaks it's about Farrakhan.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man?
I watched a few things.
Like, this nigga, he's not on trial. You know what I mean? He kept going back to the old, like, he kept going back to Dr. King's way, and Dr. King was like, man, get the fuck.
That's on they can.
This is why we say what we say. And then the power in itself is watching the backlash overcome this man.
Yeah.
They cracked down on him fast.
He apologizing. He's on an apology tour.
I
So
think he's scared at this point. I think they really like threatening life at this point.
Or take his kids. They probably know something about his kids.
Yeah, I think he got a fear.
you know, and I don't blame Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? After, like, you know, all the jokes and shit, because whatever hits the net, we gonna joke about whether it's fucked up or not. It's just what it is. It doesn't mean we want harm done to somebody, but we make jokes about everything. You know what I'm saying? So after the jokes went away, you know what I'm saying, I kind of put myself in Nick's place, and I was at just a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? When we had a police officer on.
Yeah.
Where I come from, that's a total no-no, and I got some heat for it. But what you do is you sit down. Let's have a educational dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to learn nothing being around a bunch of people that agree with me. I'm not going to learn anything like that. So let's sit down. Let's iron out these differences on an educational level. But to me, it wasn't that. It was just, I don't know, man. That shit was nasty.
I was like I said, I watched a piece of it. I turned it off, and then I was watching a few Muslim brothers debunk the lies the rabbi was saying as far as about Mr. Farrakhan.
Well, he didn't. You know, I think the part that I was looking forward to the most was him actually telling Nick he was wrong in what he said, and he didn't. And I don't know if that was just a missed opportunity, but he didn't. He didn't debunk anything Nick said.
Right.
So
he basically came on and chastised him.
kind of, sort of, and it was almost like a pick yourself up by your bootstraps type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, this shit is ass. But other than that, Yeah, I didn't listen to anything. Yeah, that's about it for me. Without further ado.
Yeah, already.
That quick? You wouldn't go wait an hour in this time?
Well, almost.
Quick. All right.
Ivan's old school, smooth groove. I almost played some Lauren today, man.
You took one off my list that I have saved up
What's that?
with the Erica.
Oh, I almost played Mr. Intentional. Them guitar strings, boy.
Somebody playing the shit out of the guitar.
It's like a swing.
Sweetest thing
I know. Man, Lauren back in the day, man, that was like D-Rose MVP year, bro.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
After that, it was just,
That's a really good analogy.
God damn, man.
Didn't nothing happen after that, did it?
Nothing. That's the point.
But that's the thing.
Shit, nothing.
It's a good analogy as far as performance wise, but she took herself out the game. D Rose didn't.
Yeah.
True.
Just the totality, man. That's the only thing I could, like, after that year, man, you seen the flash of, like, you seen a season of greatness.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just, what happened?
Because it was Lauren's crown to be held.
I just think, as far as Lauren goes, that was her first album. Like, people was calling this like a certified classic back then, like as soon as it dropped.
Yeah.
That kind of pressure, I don't know if you can, that'll drive me nuts too. That's almost like, she got it worse than Andre to me.
I don't think so.
She got it worse than Andre to me because she has a project, at least with Andre, the element of surprise is there. You don't know what you're going to get from him when he drops his solo project. With Lauren, it's like, we know what you've done, and we're not going to accept nothing below this.
But that's
a good pressure, though.
No, it's not,
because
because
a lot of artists though, because most artists' classic albums are their first albums.
not like.
I mean,
Miseducation.
D'Angelo shouldn't have dropped Voodoo because he dropped Brown Sugar.
No.
He shouldn't drop Voodoo because he shouldn't drop Voodoo.
No, I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Hey, man,
it's a
say
lot of
anything.
artists that could have.
Arguably,
You know.
sometimes some people say Voodoo is better than Brown Sugar. But when it comes to hip hop and R&B, the Miseducation is like borderline, like arguably the top, can be the top album.
Okay.
So, and that's your first.
Yeah.
I just don't know if anybody would be accepting of something that they see that, you know, that's below that. Like the excitement of Lauren making a new album, and then she makes the new album, we listen to the new album, and then we trash the new album because it's not the Miseducation.
What they tried to do with Nas.
Anytime you make a classic album, it's going to be like that.
If it's your first, yeah.
Not even if it's your first. Like,
No, because
see,
on the
Nas
other
has
end, if you make a classic album later on, you can say, okay, he built up to this.
But see,
when you make
Nas
the
has a-
classic first.
Nas has an argument. People can have an argument for Nas too, because a lot of people say that his second album is better than the first.
Nas fans say that we enjoy the second album more than the first.
But Lauren ain't got that.
Yeah.
She got this is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Where can I go from here?
I don't think
Hopefully
so.
up.
Yeah,
that's
But don't not even try though.
But you
That
can't have
anxiety
a terrible
fucked
second
me.
album. That's the thing about it. See, one thing that helped Jay-Z along his career is that a lot of motherfuckers didn't hear
Beyonce.
Reasonable Doubt, when it first came out.
Stop saying.
Because if he went from Reasonable Doubt and then you heard motherfucking Lifetime in my lifetime after that, and you really fuck with Reasonable Doubt, you know what I'm saying? But
Niggas
going
ain't-
back and checking it out was what.
Niggas ain't
Yeah,
hear
we can't do
reasonable.
that.
Niggas
Came
ain't
with
hear
Blueprint
reasonable.
2 out the Blueprint.
Niggas ain't hear Reasonable Doubt until after the Black Album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people
Hell
didn't hear
no.
Reasonable Doubt.
Niggas didn't
No,
wait
no,
that
It
he's-
long.
wasn't that long, but it was a while.
Okay.
But it was a while. Motherfuckers didn't hear Reasonable Doubt when it first came out. Otherwise, he would have fell off after In My Lifetime. It would have happened. In My Lifetime was the worst Jay-Z album to me.
Yeah, but nobody canceled him after Blueprint 2.
But that's Blueprint 2 is what, his 6th album, 7th album, something like that. Like I said, we talking about your first albums.
But he came out with .5 right after that, and The Watcher was on that. So that's probably top 3 Jay-Z verse.
Watch was on Blueprint 2. It wasn't just on Blueprint 2.5.
Blueprint 2 is a good
The
album.
Watcher
for one.
2?
The Watch 2 was on Blueprint 2.
I thought it was on 2.5.
It was on 2.
Well, all right.
Did anybody else drop a dope debut and then came with a dub their second album?
Avant.
Oh, I didn't get to Avant to the director, so I messed up.
Damn, you didn't get into the Avant director?
Yeah.
You was late.
Yeah, you super late.
It's like, what, his 4th, 5th album?
Oh,
That's the only
Snoop
one I heard.
did. Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop's second album was trash.
That shit was
Oh
terrible.
my god, that's up there with one of the
No
worst
Limit, Prime
sophomore
saves Snoop.
album
The Dog
ever.
Father?
That album
That
was
terrible,
ass.
bro. That album was terrible.
That
Across
was
the board.
that was worldwide. Everybody said that was
terrible
ass.
production, everything,
that was
bro,
ass.
across the board, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
like-
probably
you
you're
like
the only
Dogfather?
one, you're the only one on earth that'll cape for that album.
You fuck with Dogfather?
I don't.
Yeah, stop
It
it.
wasn't a dud, though. I don't think it was
That
a
shit
dud.
was ass.
Terrible, bro. I ain't gonna. Man.
I can't remember nothing but Vapors. That's the only song I remember that whole album.
Man, I kind of fuck with Dog. I gotta go look at the track list, but I kind of fuck with it. That's when he had
You could be on that.
He had the
you on
OJs
that
or somebody
hill
on there?
by yourself.
Didn't he have the OJs on there?
I think if it wasn't the Vapors, I don't remember none of that shit.
That shit was terrible.
I think he had the OJs on there.
I want to hear your argument though. I'm interested in learning.
I gotta look at it. I gotta look
You
at
ain't got
it.
no argument,
I gotta look at the track list for me to remember the album.
bro. This ain't helping your fiend case.
All right, that was Mac. Leave feet
Hey,
alone.
like I
Leave feet
say,
out
No
of it.
Limit saved Snoop career, man. No Limit, then
Yeah, that
Great
second
Return.
album was so bad. God damn. Who else? Had a great first album. Had a dud second album. I can't think off the
Yeah,
dome.
I can't think of nobody else either.
He got a couple tracks, but he was trying to.
Nah, he ain't got no couple, bro.
He do. He was just trying to pay homage to hip hop because he did Vapor.
That shit is trash, bro.
He did the
Play a good one.
he did the other shit.
Your
with,
caping skills are nasty.
Play a good one for it.
No, he got this. What?
Play a good
Snoop upside your head is
When you got the joint with the
That
dramatics,
was his
what was-
motherfucking-
is
It was
that
with
Doggy
the
Dog?
dramatics. That's what I was trying to think of. It was a
no Doggy
dramatic.
Dog World was on
Doggy style.
Doggy Style. That wasn't on that. With the dramatics.
Oh, this nigga don't even
Oh,
know
you
how
right.
That was
Oh
on
yeah,
Doggy
well,
Style.
yeah, this was horrible then.
You know what? Yeah, you just get you
Oh,
just
yeah, it's
yeah.
horrible.
Skinny got to stick to just saying that's dope. That's dope.
You can't elaborate no more.
Skinny, that's dope. That's dope.
I've never said to be a Snoop fan. I just didn't feel like it was. I just
You
didn't
don't
feel
have to
it
be
was
a
done.
fan to say if something's trash or not.
I'm not gonna say it's trash because I don't really. I'm not a Snoop fan.
You don't.
You do. You have to be a fan to say no. This
What?
I fuck with. I'm
What?
not a fan.
Oh, bro, you can just hear
Everybody,
that.
but there was like universal that the art was trash. You was like, nah. You the only one that
No,
was
I said. Do you think it was a full dud?
Yes.
He paid homage to
So?
hip hop. He did the Vapors. He did another one from fucking Slick Rick. He just did certain shit that was like paying homage to hip hop.
Lottie Dottie was on his first album.
No, he did another one. The minute some shit, 4 minutes some shit. I don't know. Listen, I'm not a Snoop fan.
So why did
Why did
you
you
do
speak
it?
up for this album?
Y'all keep asking me questions.
We didn't
so-
ask you.
Yeah.
It was like a universal. The album was trash. And he was like, nah, nigga.
Oh no, he did the Dougie Fresh one, the 6 minutes.
Hey man, you right, man. I fuck with it.
Hey, I
I admire your persistence.
Yeah, what ain't fucking with it.
I'm not a fan of this nigga.
Down there, broke the phone trying to get
I admire your persistence, brother.
He just arguing. Where y'all want to start, man? Shout out to the what is he going? What say it correctly.
Who?
The guest we had on
Priory Society.
Priory. Yes, man, I told it's a little T.I. word, man. I can't get it, man. Man, shout out to that couple, man. They were motivating in unconventional ways. I hope I get to a place where I can be that open and honest, like around my woman. Like that was.
You want to do a full swap too?
No. But you know that was dope to me. Like
Yeah.
I've personally never ever experienced nothing like that.
Well, they say that swapping brought them closer. Swinging brought them closer.
Yeah, I've never experienced a couple be that so that was dope.
So you gotta start swinging to get there.
No.
No. Maybe you might.
Like, yo, man, this dick was like that big. Yeah, man, like, you know, ain't no love in the world gonna have me sit down, you know, while my woman is getting pounded out. But I respect him. I respect it.
Especially if I finish, I'm already done, and you over there still getting pounded on, bitch. I'm gonna throw some cold water on y'all, like, get shit over with,
Aw,
nigga.
man. And I'm supposed to be hitting the shit in the bathroom drunk. I'm beating on niggas' foreheads, nigga.
I respect her for that though. She did say she got up. She was like, nah, my husband not getting it, so we get up.
How did you guys feel about it? Second, any afterthoughts on it?
Nah. I mean, I felt like it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
You for the full swap?
Nigga.
Said they was
Next
stud.
question, nigga.
Lotto stud.
Yeah, that's all the way out, man. Like I say, if we doing a full swap, it's because you know I'm swapping my wife and she getting a stud. Yeah, like he said, you know that's it.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, I don't know if.
You gotta be secure in your
I don't know if I want my wife getting grounded and pounded by Amanda Perez either. Shit. I keep that shit with her. I don't know, man. We gotta talk about this, dog.
Ooh, yeah, 'cause that strap don't get tired.
Yeah.
That plastic don't get soft, nigga.
God send me, nigga. Shit, nigga. Yeah, I can do it, bro. I don't know. Skinny? It was dope.
It was dope.
Oh man.
Nigga, that shit was funny. Yeah, what you think of it, Skinny?
It was dope.
Shout out.
You gonna get my thoughts or you not?
Get him out. Let him out.
Shit.
That's really it, man. I fuck with cheating. I support cheating. So I don't support this. I don't know if I could be in the same room while a female I fuck with is just getting fucked. But if we in two separate rooms, I wouldn't give two fucks. I just couldn't.
Well, the money in one room, right?
Yeah, on me. As long as you getting your bag out that other room. But yeah, nah. If we in the same room, I couldn't do it. But if we in separate rooms, I'm for it.
You never swapped the chick with, like, while you was in the same room with your homeboy?
Oh yeah, we didn't did that, but we traded them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, but that wasn't my chick though. Like we both met them.
I wouldn't include myself like in a train unless I hit first. I gotta hit first.
You selfish?
I gotta hit first.
I gotta go last.
After all the niggas that smacked?
I'm last.
Why you gotta go last?
Fuck no.
I'm last.
Hell no.
Why you gotta go last?
I just like going last.
Crazy.
I don't like hitting first.
Shit.
I mean, I'm not eating no pussy or nothing, so I'm good.
Like, bitch, your breath smell like the homie last Euro step. I'm not fucking you. That nigga, but
Right.
Why are we
No.
in our mouth? Why are we in our mouth?
I would never expect a nigga to say I gotta go last. Like,
I'm for last.
I just want to know
For
why.
last.
Why do you feel like you want to go last? Like what?
I went last. I prefer last. I'm just telling you the place that I like.
I get. Why? But why do you prefer last?
I don't know. I have no reason. I just like going last. I'm good with last. I'm good with last.
I'm not running acre lane all the time.
What?
how many passengers on this train?
The most I've been third. That's it.
That's still
Two
too
people
much.
hit before me.
Yeah, that's still too much. That's a lot.
That's a lot of extra.
Yeah, I gotta hit first. And I chill.
I don't know.
I chill, play the Xbox till it's over.
That's tough.
I don't be for first.
Why you don't like first?
I don't know. Every time I hit last, it worked out for me.
Man, you got this stud cutting wilding right now, nigga.
Stud cut my dreads. Stud cut.
Wait.
Yeah, they usually
No,
have
I
that
need
shit
you to
on.
elaborate. Like, why do you mean? Why don't you like first? Why didn't you like first?
I don't know why I didn't like first. I just know every time I went last, I ended up working out for me. Like she ended up being profitable. So it worked out for me. She ended up being like you the nigga that I want to fuck with. So you the nigga So it just worked out for me. I don't know. It's just why it worked for me. I've always went last. I only did it like twice though. I only did like two trains. And I was last.
That's what's up.
Right.
Well, shout out to the Priority Society. God damn.
Oh man. I'll wipe that off real quick. Let me go ahead and do my shit.
I didn't know if we was gonna come in here and talk about this or not. But there's so many angles on this, and you can have a whole show on this by itself. Kanye. Where do you guys stand on what's happened to this point?
I think that wherever he's at is the location he wanted to be at. Simple as that. I feel like he has infinite resources, so if he was mentally ill, I feel like he could have went that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's a genius either. I just feel like he makes these decisions consciously. Like, this is what I'm going to go do today. And that's just that. As far as the comments, as far as the Harriet Tubman thing, I personally, when I first heard him, I thought he was using it as a metaphor, basically saying that we're not free yet.
He was.
So that and my reaction to that is this ain't a rap song, so these people that you're in front of need to hear it straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When
that's how I felt.
not to cut you off, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm done anyway.
The first thing, because it was such an uproar after he made the Harriet Tubman statement, right?
Yeah.
And I remembered when we were talking about the 4th of July,
Yeah.
right? And you were talking about the soldiers that fought in the Union.
Yeah.
And, whether they knew it or not, probably not, we knew that they were pawns of a bigger game.
Yeah.
And that was my first go-to. When I first heard the statement, I was outraged myself, right? Because now you're talking about one of our ancestors, right?
Yeah.
But I am the one to, if you say something that sparks my curiosity, I'm going to pick my phone up and I'm going to get on my Googles.
Okay.
And I probably was reading for about 2.5 hours. And I myself was not aware of her lengthy career working for the union.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this. So that I was kind of blown aback by, right? And when you put it in context, I don't think it's hard to persuade someone to come work for you. If one, I'm telling you, we are going to go basically kill your master and free your people.
Yeah.
Right? Even if I have a different agenda, during those times, that there would make it so easy for me to recruit you.
Yeah.
We're going to go kill your masters, free your people.
Yeah.
Right? And not only am I telling you this, I have someone who y'all look up to the most doing the recruiting for me.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I couldn't. His statement wasn't false.
Yeah.
His statement wasn't false. But what he did was he weaponized the truth, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He put it in a way that works for him instead of giving the history straight.
Yeah, but the what I will add to that is, with this issue, there's a micro and a macro. See, the macro, we're not free yet.
This is
the
true.
micro, they were actually chained up on plantations.
Yeah.
And getting away from that would feel free. Same
Absolutely.
thing with somebody in prison right now.
Yeah.
You say we're not we're not free as a people.
Yeah.
But if a person in prison and he gets out, he's free, at least from that prison. So he's gonna feel that freedom.
That's why, I say as a community, we don't know what free is.
Yeah.
We only have interpretations of what freedom is.
Yeah.
That's why it's usually the cars,
Mm-hmm.
the clothes, the money,
Yeah.
white women. These are our interpretations of what freedom is.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe all we do is escape one cell and go into a prettier one.
Yeah.
Escape that cell, go into a nicer one.
Yeah.
It's just different cells, different levels. But we don't, it's still a cell.
Yeah.
So, again, to your point, that's where I felt that he went, it was straight trash.
Yeah.
That was straight trash. And part of me, I was having a discussion with someone, and part of me do feel like we have become so used to hearing from people who are so well-spoken that when people do give their raw thoughts, because I do feel like when he walked up there, nothing he said was planned.
Yeah.
When he started talking, it was just raw thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing planned. There was nothing written nicely.
Yeah.
And it was trash.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole. All I saw was the CNN snippet.
Yeah, there was some people. There was like a 30-second clip with the Harriet Tubman quote in it.
Okay.
Then there was like a 2-minute and 20-second clip where he was giving the full context.
Okay.
But that's just where we are for starters. Fellas, it was dope.
No. I don't know. I feel fuck Kanye. I mean, we have the same conversation about Kanye every year. He just resurface and do something else.
This is true.
So I just feel like it was Kanye being Kanye. I didn't feel no certain way about it. I didn't feel like, oh, he's just talking out his ass. I feel like it was Kanye being Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye found a way, like, okay, last year I said slavery was a choice. I got to come with something that's going to really get their ass this time. Now I'm going to say the Harriet Tubman thing. Like, that's just how I feel. That's like, this is what he doing. He just trying to get attention for whatever reason so he can stay a bigger billionaire.
Yeah.
Ivy?
I don't really have no elaborate thoughts on it. Just 2 quick points. First of all, he had the album coming out Friday. So
This is true.
I said this 2 weeks ago.
So to me, it's like, okay, this is par for the course, whether it's entanglements or Harriet Tubman, free pipe. Niggas be the loudest when they got albums coming out. Or it's somehow the spotlights always find people with these bold statements or these bold situations when the albums are coming out. So that's the first thing. Second of all, who are black people going to work for? Who are free slaves going to work for? There was nothing but white people that own businesses.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think the who is a great question, but I don't think it takes away the facts of history. And I think where we go wrong, because where we go wrong is our history is very ugly.
Yeah.
Very ugly.
As it pertains to this country.
Yes, and black history as well. When you start pulling back the layers. Because he also was going into the Rosa Parks situation. Now, if everybody wasn't aware of the background of what actually happened with Rosa Parks, it would be similar outrage.
Okay.
But a lot of that story has already come out in the back. You know what I mean? Like there was a young lady before her.
A figurative Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was a lady before her. Same situation. She was a teenager. She was dark-skinned. She was pregnant. The civil rights movement did not feel like she would be a good representation of the movement.
Yeah.
There were some serious problems behind that.
So they wanted to get a lighter woman, more fair skin.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when you start pulling back the layers of this shit, it starts getting a little ugly.
Yeah. But I also understand, because you see a lot of the times when our people put on the news, if they're not articulate, they can look an absolute fool up there on the news, even though they may be way more passionate than the articulate person. So, I don't really blame them for that.
It's a double-edged sword. I just do not like, someone with me. It took me a long time to get into my history, right? It took me a long time to accept the fact that Christianity was in Africa before the white folks came over there.
Okay.
That to me was hard to accept because I was so hell bent on bashing Christianity because they brought that over to my people and used that to bring them here, right? But what we do is we like to pick and choose what history works for us and how can it help our argument, and then we like to slant it. That I don't like.
I think that's what everything. We pick and choose statements. We pick and choose.
This is true too.
Yeah.
As far as Kanye go, there is also a flip side of this coin. Unfortunately, he do have an album coming out, and I do feel like he suffers from either one, depression, or two, bipolar disorder.
Okay.
That's just being around people who have
maybe both.
Yeah. So being around people who have these
He's a great actor on the under.
both two things can be true. But being around people who suffer from these conditions, it's not hard to point out something is clearly wrong here. And it also could be he could be going through one of these episodes and also have to be out in the spotlight because he does have an album coming out.
And I think that's all it is, because even when you look at his tweets, even when he tweeted the message between him and Chris, there was not much messages. So it looks as if you deleted everything you and Chris have ever talked about.
Yeah.
To make it look like this for social media.
I mean, getting back to my point, I do feel like we love to have these mental health conversations, until you get around someone who really has a mental health issue.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can easily sit down and just have a conversation about. That's why I never wanted to. That's why I never like to include myself in those conversations, because it's tougher than just sitting having a conversation about it. If you're around someone who has really mental health issues, it's tough. It's tough and it's fucking hard. You will be annoyed. You will be pissed off. You will be like, fuck this shit. It's not a situation where you can sit down and say, you know what? Let's have some dialogue about this.
Yeah.
That ain't that. So we love to have these conversations without those who are suffering from it, without those suffering from these issues. But I want to shout out his wife. The way she responded on Instagram today, to me, was the way you go about it.
How did she respond to that?
Basically saying, you know, this is my husband and he suffers from, and shit like that.
Okay.
To me, it was, even after him calling her out, he's calling her out and all that shit, saying she, you know,
Tried to kill a baby or whatever.
tried to kill a baby, insinuated she slept with Meek Mill,
Ooh, I missed that one.
during the prison reform shit.
Mm.
That was today, I believe. I think it was today.
Y'all seen that?
But the way she went about it, man, I
She must have took her post down on Instagram.
it was in her stories.
Oh, okay.
You gonna read it?
That shit long.
Yeah, I had to. Oh shit, this shit go like 3 pages.
Yeah. She went in, and I salute her for that. You guys got anything else on?
I just want to say something generally. Obviously, like I said, I don't believe he has a mental health issue. I'm not around him, so that's just from my distance. But I will say that, you know, sometimes people just get fed up. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a mental health issue for you to be holding some shit back.
This is a fact.
Release.
This is a fact.
And look crazy every year.
Yeah.
Because you done finally released.
I'm also of the belief, you know, when you go to, and this is you know, when you again, when niggas have these mental health conversations and therapy conversations, this is when you can point out who's never been to therapy but just talking about it.
Yeah.
Venting is the number one. They will try their best to get you to get all of this shit out.
Okay.
So when I was going, they would ask the same question 6 or 7 times to get different shit out of you. You would answer it a different way. Just get it all out. How does it make you feel? How did that make you feel? How does this make you, like, get it out? So venting is number one. I prefer him to get on Twitter and do what he has to do versus what he could be doing.
Yeah.
He could be going to, unfortunately, the Kurt Cobain route.
Yeah.
Bunch of pills.
Yeah.
Shotgun to the temple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is true.
Fortunately, you know, shout out to his wife, and I know everybody like to kill his family or whatever the case may be. Fortunately, from what I've seen,
They went right to attacking Ken.
but his wife came out and she had his back. You know what I mean? Like, when niggas have real mental health issues, this is what you see.
Let me ask this, you know, because I never considered this until now. Let's say Kanye doesn't have a mental health issue.
Yeah.
Do you believe that these type of public responses will drive him to having one? Basically, like this shit could drive a person crazy.
I think another thing that we don't understand is someone of his caliber, someone that has accomplished what he's accomplished. How many people can Kanye really sit down and have a discussion with and be like, you understand me?
Yeah.
0, maybe. 1 or 2, maybe.
Yeah.
So that also could be a problem. Like, he genuinely has no one he can talk to that'll understand what he's going.
Yeah.
And then you just start lashing out.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's rich people problems, but I can't tell you what it. I can't tell you what it feels like to be in a Reebok room, or, you know what I'm saying? It's rich people problems, but maybe he really felt disrespected in those rooms.
Yeah.
And them companies are cutthroat. So maybe he really felt disrespectful, but it's a disrespect that we've never been through. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be sound like a Kanye apologist, but there's a different. I think there's a different layer that we've yet to uncover when it comes to this, and not just Kanye as a person, but mental health. Period.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do when you're confronted by it, when it's in your face, and you not just, oh, let's sit down and let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And on the other hand, I sincerely hope he gets better, man. You know?
I'm reading these tweets now. This shit.
I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing towards Kanye. I don't know. To me, it just feel like a hoax. So, I mean, he might really have mental problems. I don't know. Like, I just talked to somebody over the weekend. I'm new to the mental health shit. So when people that has it, like, reach out to me or say certain shit, like, I don't know what to say to you. But I feel the same way about Kanye. Like, I don't know shit about what you going through.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. And I feel like this shit is a hoax. I feel like you do this shit every time when you got an album or something coming out, you got something you want to promote. And it works for promotion. It's great for promotion. Shit, it just made you a billionaire. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like it's about money. Even with Kim making her long speech.
Yeah.
I feel like it's about money. I feel like this is a plan. Like, listen, I don't know. That's just me. I feel like Kanye probably sit down with their ass and say, look, here's the rollout.
Yeah, I feel like if he does do it that way, then I think it's the most pathetic shit in the world.
Yeah, me too.
I just like we in that type of time.
Then if it ever came out that he was really, I think because we're so reactionary, so every time someone we react, right? I also don't know what it feels like to have that type of power. A lot of people like to call me a troll.
Yeah.
I'm not a troll. Like, you know, but it is fucked up to me. Like, I stand on my shit. Like, I really believe in what I'm saying. You may not agree with it. It may come out of left field, but I feel what I'm saying. So don't say, oh, he stands on his shit, but then call me a troll. But I tend to have my timeline in shambles sometimes, right?
Yeah, like shit
But
did yesterday. I called for it.
What I did yesterday? Oh, so I tend to have my timeline in shambles. But imagine the power to where you can have the world in shambles after a couple sentences.
Yeah.
That's power. I'll never.
That's power. I feel like that's power Kanye know he has though.
That can be true.
I feel like he just uses.
Look at the level of scrutiny that comes with it, though.
That's true, and maybe some of that is rooted in why he's lashing out. I will never know,
I don't want to know.
but I hope that brother. I hope that brother gets better, man. Shout out to his wife. Shout out to Dave Chappelle for flying out there wherever the fuck he was at. You know, get that brother around some real friends, man.
Call it Chris Jong-un.
Yeah, Chris
That
Jong-un.
is oh shit.
What is an area you know, black people could dominate in that we don't see a lot of representation in?
That we could dominate in.
I say engineering. I think black people are super creative. I think we can build things. I think we can. I don't know a lot of black engineers.
Yeah.
I just think if black people got any engineering, like the STEM programs, like I think we fully, which is what, before the COVID shit took over, that's why I want to focus my energy on doing a STEM center here in Vegas. Hopefully, when all this shit clear up, I can pursue that avenue. I think STEM and I think engineering in particular. I think black people do that.
I say we're pretty dope at building this country.
Yeah,
Engineering.
Engineering.
So, in every which way. And you don't see much representation of our work.
Representation of what?
If someone came here and didn't know, you wouldn't. If somebody came here and didn't know the history of this country, you would not know that the majority of this country was built on the backs of our ancestors.
And
Who
black
don't know the
ideas.
history of the country?
There are a lot of people.
Shit, a lot of people that live here don't
That live where? In America?
know. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know we were slaves? Don't know we built this motherfucker from the ground up? Don't know that all the patents that the white folks took? Like, who don't know that type of shit
A
now?
lot of people.
I saw. I don't know if you saw the thing on Facebook. It was like about tightrope records. It's like a. It was basically a.
Man, get that cum out your throat, nigga.
It's a website called Tightrope Records. I guess it's a record label that's really a front for a lot of white supremacy material, and they have a portion of their website is dedicated to debunking of these inventions. So a lot of the inventions that we've debunked, that we said that white inventors get credit for, that black people really helped invent. They have that piece of their website is dedicated to saying no, black people really didn't do that. White people really did do this. So it's interesting. I was reading that for like an hour one day. It's interesting to look at all the things that they said black people are now starting to get credit for that they actually don't deserve credit for.
I think one of the things that we need to get, it's not that we're not represented in it. One thing we need to get a firm grip of, firm control of, is education again. And I mean, when I say that, I mean we educated the entire world. All right, we had the first societies and all of that.
Yeah.
And so, when you look back and you look at Black Wall Street, for example, you're talking about an area where black people are pretty much represented and leading in every category possible. But something happened between then and now, and I believe it's the education, what we are actually teaching the kids, and not necessarily anything else, because obviously we control representation of damn near everything in the world, even if we're not the face that's out there, basically. You see what I'm saying? We invented it, or we inspired it, or we built it. That's pretty much every damn thing. So we just have to get back to educating the kids to where we continue to do that shit. Because we did that up until that point. It's kind of like what America did with the Native Americans. Here's your land, but your kids still go to our schools. You see what I'm saying? Our kids didn't go to school back then. They had to be educated by us. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's entirely true.
What do you mean was not entirely true?
I don't necessarily know if it's entirely true that Native American kids go to school on the reservation.
No, but what I'm saying is the school, first of all, a lot of them went to boarding schools, all right? And first of all, I'm not speaking for every Native American nation. Obviously, I don't know people from every Native American nation.
Okay.
What I will tell you guys is about 7-8 years ago, it was actually a seminar that we had to attend because we go on this reservation every day to go to work.
Okay.
And what they wanted was the proper information about their tribe being given out when they're on these tours and things. So we had to go through, and they taught us how they were putting boarding schools and all of this here. Even though they had their own reservations, they were not able to educate themselves. So
to this day,
I'm not sure if that's to this day, but I'm talking about, it happened at some point. And I feel like that's the same thing that happened with us, especially with the, desegregations of schools.
Rebuttal on that?
no, I'm trying to get a handle on what it is he was saying.
No, I know I'm everywhere with it. All I'm saying is that I want us to get control again of the actual material that we're educating our kids on, and not necessarily just being black teachers in the classroom educating them on the same thing that every other teacher of every other race.
Oh, you want that Pan-African? You want that Pan-African?
Yeah. We need that Dr. Umar school.
Yeah, with desegregation, I don't know if that's ever possible. We always say whoever has the money, has the resources, whoever has the resources, has the power, you control the narrative.
Yeah.
We don't have no control over what our children learn in these school systems.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of schools are starting to take out very important facts out of history books.
True.
And not just taking them out, either taking them out or
Omitting.
sweetening them,
Yeah.
making them sound real nice.
But ain't the question what we feel we can dominate?
No, he's talking about he's speaking to Ant saying the education. part.
The conversation didn't evolved. Like, where you been?
I've been here. That's the question. That is the question.
That's the basis of the question.
That's the basis of the question. So that's
Ant
what
spoke
Ant
on-
is saying.
Ant spoke on the education. That's what Dante's speaking on the education. That Ant was talking about.
Okay.
I didn't kind of lost my thoughts.
How? If that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
the conversation had evolved already.
All right.
But we can keep it there. Go ahead. What can black people dominate?
No, I wasn't saying that. I'm saying if that's the basis of the question, why are we speaking on everything else? Like, if that's the basis, that's what we're saying. We're trying to change that we could change. You're not speaking on what it could be changed. You're saying like, well, that can't happen. Like that's what started your conversation. Started sound like, well, we can't do that.
Can't happen. Where did you? I just we talking about them. Ant was talking about the school, and I said, I'm basically agreeing why that should, but with desegregation, why that would be hard.
Yeah.
That has nothing. Where are you?
Okay.
Can you turn the lights on and off in this motherfucker? Shit. Okay. What can
I don't got nothing. What I did have. Go ahead, keep going.
No, what you do have, man? Shoot it out.
Go, bro.
Shoot it out. You didn't fucking. I don't know where the fuck you was at, but
That's why I asked the question, because I'm trying to get a hold of what you was bringing on to what Ant was saying. It sounded like you was trying to debunk what he was saying, so I was trying to catch up. That's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to stop you from talking or nothing.
Okay, so you.
I was saying if that's
You
the
understand. You understand Ivan more than any of us. So Ivan, can you break down where we were before he said whatever he said?
I mean, I feel like you said it the same way I said. Like, Ant spoke on we should be dominating in education.
Yes.
And you were speaking on, well, because of desegregation, it's going to be hard. And these are the things that they've been doing as far as education to kind of water down our history. And then that's what we got.
Yes. So, getting back to what I was saying, it'll be hard to do, but that is number one because of desegregation. Two, they're omitting a lot of our history. So the kids, in my opinion, that could potentially change this world or the state of this country with their skills, they wouldn't have it in them because they don't know the history. And a lot of our parents don't know our history. A lot of our grandparents don't know a lot of our history. So where does one get the history and the energy to change things if they don't have it and they don't know it's there?
Code 7? Maybe no. I'm being dead ass. Maybe Code 7 say, okay, we focus on music or we focus on things about Las Vegas. Let's take one segment a week and focus on a piece of Black history. You got what, 500 subscribers?
Yeah. Some change.
So if you say once a week, I'm gonna talk about a Black person, a Black inventor, a Black doctor, a Black whomever that maybe you didn't know about.
Mm.
And to get started there, because a lot of people are getting their information online. So if you're reaching at least 500 eyes a week, you start there. I think a bigger thing would be, and it would take a lot of resources. It would take a lot of energy for somebody to start a private school, a Pan-African. I want to say Pan-African, but again, a private school. I don't know how you go about getting grants and stuff to do a charter school, but something that was geared towards the Black community. In my neighborhood, they just put up a college, I can't think of the words, it's in my mind right now, but a school geared towards Hispanic students to get them ready for college.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the fucking, but so they're for our community, we don't have that. I thought it was supposed to be Agassi, guess not. But we need a school that's for us, by us, where the information is controlled.
And I do want to add that it's not so much our history to me that I think we should be focusing on. I think there's a lot of stereotypes and falsities that occur right now that are not being spoken of. For example, you know, when they on the news every day, speaking of minorities, this, minority, that, we are not the minorities in this world.
It's a fact.
And so, you know, when you change the way that they even see that, they see themselves differently. You see what I'm saying? If you change, you know, the civil rights movement from being a black versus white thing, it changes the way you see things because, you know, there's a lot of white people and people of other races out there fighting for civil rights also for us. So when you say, okay, these people that include all of these people here were fighting for civil rights against these racist people right here, it makes, you know, being on that side even, it's not like, oh, I'm white, I'm gonna be on the white side. It's, you know, I'm on the right side of right and wrong at that point. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things to me that still go on to this day that just need to be corrected and can be corrected, like you guys say, if we taught ourselves in our own schools.
I don't know if I feel that argument. I think a lot of time, civil rights, even, I don't want to speak on civil rights. We speak on, you know, the things that are going on today. When initially the argument was we want justice for black people, and then people started attaching their movements to. So I don't, when you talk about
I'm not speaking of it like that. I'm speaking of it more of even, you know, using today. There's more than white people, more than black people out there in the streets protesting. Right. You see what I'm saying? So when I say right versus wrong, I mean, you know, these people here are fighting for something and these people are fighting against it. It ain't a race issue of the people over here. It ain't black people over here fighting against white people over here. It's people that believe this is wrong over here, people that believe this is right over here, basically. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that.
Okay. I just look at me and understand. Are we done with the education? Just give me an answer.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, the minister, you know, the doctor, Huey P. Newton always said, you know, the youth, you know, will inherit the revolution. I'm scared because I don't know what they're inheriting. It seems as if these assassinations of black people, the narrative has been, we just want equality. That is what the narrative is now. I don't know, how do you gear up youth to take over or light a fire in them to do for their community in a way where it still is like, we just want to fit in, just give us a chance. I don't
think that's what you should be telling. Like,
but if that's what they, you know, that's what they see, even from us, it's like, I just want equality. Just, you know, just equality.
I don't think I've heard equality as much. It's as far as our situation goes. If we speaking on equal rights for the LGBTQ community, then yeah. But like, I think this is just, we want, if you kill us, we want you to go to jail like we would go to jail if we killed each other.
But it has evolved into equality, in my opinion. We want equality.
I don't even know if equality is truly attainable.
It's not. That's the problem. It's not.
So why would anybody say that?
That's the only thing to say. There's no other word that you could think of that you could say you won't. If you saying, like when you just said that, when you kill us, you should go to jail how we go to jail. That's asking for equality. There's no other word to put there. It's just not another word to put there. So that's really what we asking for. The same.
That makes sense.
Same thing.
That makes sense.
Ask for y'all to treat us shit the same as y'all treat yourselves.
Our ancestors built this fucking country.
And we benefit from this.
We have put in our blood, sweat, and tears into this country becoming what it is. Our culture runs this country. Everything is rooted in our culture.
Facts.
I don't want to be equal to you when I put in more than you.
You want to be superior.
Nigga, yeah. That's just, nigga, that's what I'm on. Nigga, I don't want to be equal to nobody.
We don't have the numbers to support that. And even back home, quote unquote, shit, y'all let the Chinese and everybody and Britain and everybody else take over there.
I don't want to be equal to nobody.
That statement you just made is exactly why I say it needs to be told that these people are on our sides also, because it changes the numbers. It's not 10 people in the room with the 4 black people versus the 2 white people. You see what I'm saying? It's the 10 people in the room with the, one of the white people on our side and, 4 others on our side also versus this one racist motherfucker that want to keep us down. And so the story has to be told accurately.
Facts. I agree with the right and wrong side, because even when you go to the civil rights and all that,
But right and wrong is subjective too.
It is, but it was still white people there. Like when you speak on Rosa Parks not being the first one, it was still white people there. It was white people there.
Absolutely. We got some white allies.
So, and I think we tend to be like, no, fuck white people. Like, fuck y'all. As a whole.
No.
Yeah, I think so. I think we grouped them as a whole, in totality.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that. When people talk about white people, they're talking about white supremacy.
How do me as a white person know that?
That ain't up to me.
Exactly. So you just group them all together again. If I'm black and you say black people, how do I, as a black person, know you're not considering me as one of them people?
Yeah. There's no space basically for the non-racist white person.
Yeah, there's no. It's black
I
and white.
think a genuine. It goes back. It's the hit dogs holler. Like,
I was thinking that.
If there's a this was when we had the black town hall meeting and Dr. King when the man asked Dr. King, do you feel like there are white people out here that genuinely care about black people? And he says yes, but they're rare. I genuinely feel like we have white allies out here, and a lot of those white allies are outspoken. So when a black person is saying, this is how I feel about such and such, and it's condemning white supremacy and black assassinations, if you truly care about how I feel, that wouldn't hurt you. You wouldn't group yourself in with all of them.
I agree. The same way women say black men ain't shit, or all men ain't shit. If I know I'm not in that group,
you don't even include yourself in that conversation. You keep moving.
Let me
if you got a bone in your body that's like, oh, why is he doing that? Then you got to check yourself. It's not up to me to do that for you.
Let me ask this one question though, and understand that I've done no research on it. I just want to ask this, okay? With what's going on today, how many interviews have you seen on our side from white people that are protesting from our side, from the Black Lives Matter side? Because usually when you see interviews and things like that on the news, it's the frustrated black person, going against the white person over here that wants to continue to oppress. Yeah. But you don't really get that representation from the white person saying, you're going to show pictures of them holding a sign, but that's not the person you're interviewing.
Yeah, that's narrative.
Those are media politics.
Yeah, I don't have no control over that. But what I do see, I've seen those when it comes to these quote unquote white allies. I've seen some who are very outspoken. Yeah. I've seen some that are very outspoken until. Mm-hmm. I've seen some that are very outspoken out there with the signs, the Black Lives Matter or whatever, and then a certain dialogue pops up and then they become exposed. Yeah. I've seen.
Where does Sean King fit
That's an ambulance chaser. That's just I can't stand that motherfucker.
He not a genuine ally.
Fuck no. Hell no, I take your motherfucking money. I'll write this story for you and I'll make this motherfucking campaign for you. But I want them funds. That's that type of nigga. But
You hate Sean King, bro.
ooh, That's the only nigga in the world. Like if I ever became face to face with him, I might just steal on him just to say I did it. I stole on Sean King. Bro, like every time I see that nigga, I'll be like, damn fam, like you thrive in like black pain.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
Like, ooh wee, nigga. I'll put that up. Nigga, I have a button, nigga. I whooped out Sean King. I might have just stole on the nigga, but I'm still putting whooped out. That's how I feel about that nigga, man. Oh, I hate him. But yeah, man, if you truly care about the plight of black people, me screaming out my pain should not affect you in any way.
That's right.
You should, what's the word? Empathize. You should empathize. Man, you see how
I wasn't gonna say that.
what?
That's a win.
Hey, look.
Oh my God.
I'm still working on my TI words, man. But yeah, man, shout out to the white folks, the two of y'all that listen. If this shit, if this hurts y'all, then we have a problem. You have a problem. But it'll always be black power with me. But it's not up to me to show you that I'm not anti-white.
Yeah.
It's okay. Y'all will never see me tripping out on the Confederate flags, the white, the KK. I don't care about none of that because I'ma always have my fist. I'ma always have my flag. I'ma always have all of that. It's okay that we're different.
Yeah.
It's okay that we different. Have your white pride. Have your white pride. Have your brown pride. You know what I mean? The Asian. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. I don't care what you is. Have love for your people and your history.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is, don't point your motherfucking gun at me.
Yeah.
And we cool. I don't give a fuck about none of the other shit. At all.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
You want to have your rally? Have that shit.
Yeah, but tell them statues down.
Still.
I can't, man. Look,
Tell them
I want to talk to because I'm not very well. I don't know what these statues are in these cities and states.
Well, tear down those Confederate statues because when you... Okay.
All I'm saying is,
in our modern world today, only the heroes, the greatest of the great, get statues.
That's not true though. At some point, the way we are going right now, right? The way we are going out, they're tearing down these Confederate statues because they feel like there are symbols of hate, right? Mm-hmm. There's two problems with that.
Yeah.
Two problems with that. One, I need to know where I'm not welcome.
Yeah.
Like if this statue was somewhere where black people ain't supposed to be, and now that statue is gone, and I walk and I don't know, I don't see this statue. Now I'm fucked because I'm somewhere else. I don't belong. Two, it gives them now the power to tear into our history. Mm-hmm. So when do they start slandering the Malcolm X's more than they already do? When do they start tearing down the Dr. Martin Luther King statues because he was seen as a what you want to call it?
Adulterer.
There you go. He was disrespecting women. When do they start tearing? Because now you see it. Because we had this conversation in the group chat, and
yeah,
niggas gotta apologize for taking a picture with Farrakhan now.
Yeah,
a picture.
Yeah, but okay, this is the thing about it. Is Dr. King great for being an adulterer? Is that why he got the statue? Because
it's not the point.
It is the point because
you are nothing without your
soldiers are
history.
getting a lot of. No, I'm not saying erase history. Wave your flags. But statues symbolize something different. Statue says that man up there is a hero.
If a feminist walked up to Dr. Martin Luther King and said, I don't want this statue up here because he's an adulterer and he disrespects women. Now she has that right to say that.
No, you're not. The statue for Dr. King is up there because he fought for civil rights. The statue for the Confederate is up there because he fought to keep these niggas in chains. It's completely different.
Yeah, but
there is no positive of why that.
But everyone has an enemy. Every movement has an enemy. And the feminist movement could easily say that about Dr. King. Yeah. I want this statue down because it's a symbol of hate to me.
Yeah.
I don't see the correlation.
Where can you prove?
I don't see the correlation between you had sex with outside of your marriage and that being anti-feminine.
He was an adulterer. He was a cheat. Like now, his personal history is.
That's a lot of relationships.
We ain't speaking on nobody else's personal history though. Like that's not your personal history.
Yeah, we talking about what they're on the statue for.
I'm just saying, as we as black people are going up to these Confederate statues, and look, I'm not saying that they're not symbols of hate, but we're walking up to them and saying we need these down because they are symbols of hate. That also gives other people the opportunity to say we want these down because they're a symbol of something else to me.
Okay, then we're gonna take down. Okay, then now
I get the argument. I just don't get the correlation between cheating on his wife and feminism. That's the part where you lost me. I get what you're saying though. Well, I don't understand.
A lot of feminists are like housewives, but
shit, we taking off a lot of people then, shit, because a lot of presidents cheat on their wives. Take their ass off the dollar bills.
We are opening up the door. Allen Iverson, all he did was take a picture, post a picture with him and Farrakhan. And he had to apologize. Like if we're not seeing where this is going, at some point we ain't gonna have no history left. Cause they're all gonna say, well, this was something else to me.
I get it. I understand the argument.
This turned out to be a good conversation, man. Skinny, shout out to you for interrupting. But we still gonna we need to know, man, what is an area black people could dominate in that we don't see a lot of representation in. You the only one that ain't answered.
Oh shit.
That was dope.
That wasn't. Shit. I guess it would be the broadcast, like behind the scenes of putting out the media. Putting out the TV shows, the movies, like actually being behind the scenes and really being a part of it. I think that we write movies that we feel like the white people will accept.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we write the movies that we want to write. So being a part of that behind the scenes part, 'cause I think we're represented in movies. Of course, we have great black actors and actresses, but I don't think we're represented the way that we should be.
It's a safe representation.
I think
right.
I think black people don't finance movies. The people that have the money to finance movies don't finance them enough. I think because ultimately, regardless of what movie I put, I have to go to a white person to ask for the money to make.
Like I was listening to the Cube on the Breakfast Club, I believe. One of them, I think I was listening to Cube on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying like, there are not even me. He said, I guess the people who are financing Fridays, they didn't believe in the project. They didn't think people cared enough about Friday for them to have a budget for it. But he's saying, you will never. This is just if this is just me talking, but there are other directors.
Cause he asked something with New Line Cinema now, right? They had a tug and pull.
Yeah, he's saying like they don't believe in the project at all. Like they totally dropped the ball on it. But he was saying if this is me, this is Cube talking. There are so many other directors and even smaller up and coming directors whose shit is on the shelves because the people who put money into these projects don't believe in them.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to the like the Nick Cannon situation with the Jews are so unapologetically Jewish. Like,
speak on it.
Like, fuck how y'all feel about whatever. Like, we gonna say what we want to say about Farrakhan. We gonna tell you how we feel like Farrakhan has slandered our history, and we're gonna give you the bits and pieces or the small clips of what we feel that we should give you of Farrakhan. and y'all gonna accept it. So we don't want to hear you talking about Farrakhan. We don't want to see you taking pictures with him. We don't want to see you doing none of that because we are the Jews and we run this, and they're apologetically like that. So I feel like if we can have that to where nigga, this is us and fuck y'all too, it works out.
There is one person who makes films and writes all of that, without regard to what white people think.
Please don't say it.
Yeah, I am gonna say it. We don't accept him. Tyler Perry. Say what you want to say. Which film is made for white people? Which
All
film
of
is
them.
made for you? Crazy, bro.
Yeah, that goes back
That's
to me
such
saying
a safe
I feel
representation of
like people-
stereotypes.
that goes back to me saying that I feel like that we write the movies that we feel like the white people accept.
No, I don't feel like that though.
Have you watched the Half and the Half?
Barry.
I haven't watched the Have and Have Not.
The concept of Madea has been hijacked along. Madea is
But when you got like the Have and the Have Nots and the other TV shows that he has and the other movies that he have, he's still being safe. Like he's.
I don't think he's being safe. I think he's writing movies for black people. I don't.
okay.
not
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
As powerful as Tyler Perry is, and you
Yeah.
say he makes movies for black people.
Yeah.
Do you think he can? You think he can pick up Nate Parker's project, Birth of a Nation, and distribute it, and still be Tyler Perry?
I feel like he can do whatever he wants to do. I just feel like he has, his. How the fuck do I want to put this?
Would Tyler Perry give us a true representation of Harriet Tubman?
Give me a movie where you can put this on and say this is a representation of us.
It's a lot of things that. Okay, I'm not looking at it from this is a representation of us. I'm looking at the movie and saying, did he care whether or not white people was going to enjoy this movie or not? And I don't find one.
But he made movies that black people are in, but white people can laugh at. It's still safe. It's a safe representation.
I don't think so. He made movies that black people are in that black people gonna laugh at because black people understand the humor in it.
He's not gonna go too far left though. He's,
Do we need somebody to go far left in order for them to jump over this hurdle and say, I'm not for white people?
I don't think
Is that what we need?
I don't think what you're saying about Tyler Perry is completely wrong. I just feel like it needs to be other people behind that too. It needs to be people of all parts of black
and
that does
understand
that. Tyler, that might be Tyler Perry thing. Like it's some niggas that grew up in the suburbs that don't know nothing about the hood, that has their own representation of what they feel they are.
Yeah,
that's fine. But then you still need the hood ones. You still need the completely black power people. You still need the Tyler Perry.
But everybody doesn't have to.
Black power.
Yeah,
But everybody doesn't have to be in every category. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's a completely black power person?
One of the motherfuckers that feel like everything white is wrong. One
Okay,
of the
look.
motherfuckers that feel like everything white
Like I
is
said,
wrong.
every person though doesn't have to be involved in every category. Me and you both, we enjoyed the Murder Pain films. Do they show black people in high positions of office and all of that?
Hell no, I feel
You
like
see what I'm saying?
them some of the niggas I
Black
like.
power
they-
person.
But we're not gonna say they work is for white people just because they're showing black people in another light. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And more important, where you can really see the discrepancy is in television. The last great black sitcoms were both Tyler Perry sitcoms. Meet the Browns and House of Pain. Everything else has been whitewashed from then on.
those are great.
The last great,
Browns was
yeah.
hilarious.
House of Pains was hilarious, and it's not white comedy. It's not blackish. You know what I'm saying? It's not the other shit. It's not the Tracy Morgan show and all that other shit they tried to give us with black faces and white comedy.
I think Survivor's Remorse would be the last black.
Oh, Survivor Remorse was great, but it wasn't network television.
Yeah. The last black
That last OG is cringeworthy.
Exactly. That's when you know a white person behind it. When you're looking at a motherfucker like Tracy Morgan, who we know is funny, who we know can give black funny, comedy, because he was on the Martin show, and then he's over here talking this kind of way.
Yeah,
I got them pork chops. It's speaking proper and all of this other shit.
Yeah,
It's not him.
There hasn't been no good black cinema on television since probably Living Single.
Okay, you're going way back, so yeah. But that's
That was like a good representation
yeah.
until they tried to hijack it.
Do you like Girlfriends? You think Girlfriends was a good
I
representation?
ain't watch Girlfriends.
You don't think Meet the Browns was
No, I'm not doing that.
House of Pain? House of Pain.
There's nothing.
House of Pain is funny as fuck.
Yeah, if it's a directed by it.
Yeah, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that about Tyler Perry. But I don't fuck with a lot of this shit.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
of
not
this shit's
watching
cool.
nothing with Tyler Perry involved. Well, why did I get married? I like those.
Was those for white people?
That wasn't Tyler Perry though.
A lot of people like Daddy Girl. Yeah.
I like Daddy Girls. Daddy Girls.
Why did I get? I'm thinking about what's the Steve
So
Harvey
y'all
shit?
keep naming movies, and look, ask yourself, did he care about what white people gonna think about these movies? These are black narratives written by a black person for
They
black
were
people to
still-
enjoy.
No, but I
Safe
still
representation.
feel like he didn't give you the even in Daddy's Girls, like the drug dealer was so what the white people expect drug dealers to be.
What do you mean?
His movies are rooted
Like,
in
he was
stereotypes and fucking off women.
It was super stereotyped. Like the drug dealer, he just because he's a drug dealer, he's just super horrible. He wants to he's whooping his wife. He's a bad father figure and all
The
that.
women
Like,
always get
a
their
lot
ass
of
beat
us
in
grew
movies.
up with parents that was drug dealers and was great fucking parents.
What was the last Tyler Perry movie?
Tyler
that
Perry
he
never
didn't get
gives
beat
you
up?
that.
That the woman didn't get beat up.
That the woman didn't get beat up?
Oh, he for sure give you that all the time. He give you that in every movie.
He gave
Every
his
movie.
actors AIDS, cheating. That's some God shit right
Temptation, Black Temptation. I like to play that in the movie too.
Or what?
Like, it's rooted in stereotypes, bro. Like,
It's
safe
for sure.
representations. Like, when a white person sit down and like, oh,
It's for
black
sure.
people are
It's
just
still-
like that.
I still don't get it. You keep saying safe representation. What in that movie where she got AIDS was a safe representation of a black woman? What was it a
Man
safe?
beating her up.
That's a safe representation of a black woman?
That's the narrative that a lot of people think of.
That's not a but
when it comes to black men,
He
black men are
violence
animals.
happens in black households
It
too.
does.
We cannot sit up here and for the sake of making sure our image is perfect given out there, we cannot ignore things that really happen.
Okay, so why does he typecast Tasha Smith? Why is she always a loud black ghetto woman in Tyler Perry project?
What film is she not the loud black? Was Tyler Perry?
I'm saying, if
was Tyler
Tyler-
Perry on ATL? Did he have control of ATL?
No.
Was Tasha Smith still a loud black woman in that? Facts, she was.
He directed.
That's who she is, bro.
So why is he not giving us representation? Why can't she not just be a dark skinned woman that's not loud and black? It's not a loud black woman.
I don't know. That's just what she plays well. But like I say, he wasn't behind ATL.
Does he have?
But she was still there.
Does Tyler Perry have any films where the black woman wasn't a loud black woman other than Gabrielle Union? She's not even dark.
Acrimony was the other one, where it wasn't a loud black woman.
Taraji wasn't loud.
Not in that- not in
I've
that
never
film, no.
seen that.
I've never seen Acrimony.
I stopped watching Tyler Perry films a long time ago.
You
Okay.
think on the Diary of a Mad Black Woman, you think she was loud? The one who her husband was cheating on
She
her.
got
ended up
angry.
getting-
Fuck yeah.
So when I was getting
What
beat
she's
the
supposed
fuck
to do
up,
when she
Silent
get angry?
Hold on, let me go back over.
you talking about the one that was getting beat up?
Yeah, she was getting beat up.
She was getting beat up by her husband.
Yeah. When I say these are safe representations, these are when white people sit down, all the misconceptions they have of black people are proved when they watch this film.
No, like I said, I agree with that part. For a lot of Tyler Perry movies, he used stereotypes. He used the stereotypes that white people is used to.
So the
And
stereotype
he
is
worked for it.
professional black men. Is that part of the stereotype when white people see black men and they
No,
see them in
but-
professional lighting? Because there's a whole lot of them in Tyler Perry movies.
No, but I'm saying
And what I'm just saying,
name
he
what I'm
still-
saying
he
is
still
that-
throws.
name a professional black man in Tyler Perry movie.
I'm talking about their roles being as
what I'm saying,
professional
yeah.
black. So in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, was the dude not rich and all of that? Was he not a professional black man?
And he was a cheater.
Was he not a professional black man? We can't act like these things don't happen. I was a cheater. I'm a black man.
Okay.
So is that not supposed to be represented
Not
to telling
everybody.
our stories?
Okay, so who else?
Majority of them, he
What-
got
Watch Acrimony. Come back.
even,
That's all I'm
even
saying.
in the one.
Wasn't he a cheater in Acrimony?
Watch Acrimony.
So-
Come on back.
so-
he, did,
so-
he did cheat in Acrimony.
Even
Watch
Good Deeds,
Acrimony.
I
Come
think
on
Tyler
back.
Perry was like a successful
Good
black
Deeds.
man.
So are we not allowed to have black people without stereotypes?
No, what I'm saying is, Tyler
No,
Perry movies is full of black people. So for us to only want one kind of black person in these movies is crazy. He gives us every kind of black person in these movies.
No, like I said, I don't want that. But like Spencer was saying, he do put stereotypes. But I'm not against Tyler Perry. I think Tyler Perry should still keep doing his thing. I just think it should be others, involved. Like I think that the Spike Lees need more of that type of money and way to put their music out.
Yeah.
I just believe it's other people. I think if John Singleton fully had that, where it wasn't somebody else backing him so he can get the movie out, because Tyler Perry is backing all this shit. If they just had the backing behind what they was doing, we would get a bigger variety.
I 100% agree, but I one of the reasons why I brought up Tyler Perry, I think we as black people need to start fucking with our black producers also. Like, it's like they're put on a fucking, on a fucking telescope, and we're just trying to get them down to the smallest point they can and look at every little thing to dissect them with. When it comes to people that are produced, this is why when we say, oh, go check out a such and such by Murder Pain, oh, I ain't watching no, low budget nothing. Like what the exactly?
Who is Murder Pain?
Murder Pain.
Go look up Murder Pain. Go look up Murder Pain.
What projects do he have?
He has a lot of shit. Like a lot.
Where they at?
He got a lot. It's a lot of like underground movies.
They're on Amazon and all of that shit where you watch everything else.
Damn, I'm mad. I can't think of it. Is it Pain and Love? What is that love movie he got?
Plug Love.
Plug Love.
All that shit. Like these are.
Like that.
But we don't build that shit. We just break them down. Oh, they not doing it. Fuck them. Like, we don't do that shit. It's like shit has to come out in the white cinema in order for us to even give it any type of motherfucking attention.
It's a dude, and like I think he in the Bay. He do them type of movies too.
I mean, look, presentation matters now.
Presentation matters.
I don't want to see who ate the coleslaw in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I don't want to see fucking. I'm sorry. I don't want to see.
But I think that's the problem. We shit on us. We shit on us so fast. We shit
I don't
on us
think
so
we
quick.
shit.
We shit on us so quick.
It's like if we're
before you even give it a chance, before you even watch, you like, I don't want to see that.
It's
shit.
like if our shit ain't absolutely great, then it ain't good enough.
You can't make that broad statement covering up for trash. Like,
I'm not making it covering up for trash. How do you know it's trash if you haven't seen it? Before you even try to watch it, you like, I ain't trying to watch that type of
anything
bullshit.
you recommend is trash.
Okay.
But yeah, that's too broad of a statement just to say like someone doesn't like something. Not all black cinema is bad, but someone can not like Tyler Perry's films. A lot of people do not like Tyler Perry's films because of his representation of black people, and that's okay. That doesn't mean we're so quick to talk down about on our own. Mm-hmm. That's too broad of a statement, and that's irresponsible.
I'm just saying that when it comes to Tyler Perry films, they're all full of black people in all different kind of roles. I think we focus on, he showed her getting her ass whooped, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Like nobody else. Like, there's no other black person in the film.
Are we not allowed to want our black characters to not have major character flaws? Yeah, we got black men, but they're all abusers. Like, I don't want to see you can't tell me every professional black man is an abuser.
And also I feel like representation matters. Like, even now, like remember earlier in the year when everybody was getting on Samuel, but now you're seeing like there was a strong case when people were upset about Snowfall. Like, why are all the black actors from fucking London?
Oh, you know
what I mean? Like
on that. You know I'm on that shit. You know I'm on that.
So, representation still matters. Like, motherfuckers quick to put a black person on a news channel on CNN or something when they got the motherfucking James Bond voice. So it's still representation. Black men in America or black women in America are still... People are still not comfortable seeing true representations of us. We have to be the dance for me boy, or we have to make you laugh type shit for you to be comfortable watching us. That's where I'm coming from. That's why I don't fuck with his movies at all, because that's the feel I get from them.
I don't get that, obviously.
Nah, man, I just want to see some positive black people. Not every black person has to have a major character flaw. Besides Tyler Perry's character in the movie. Tyler Perry always plays the good guy in the movies.
All I'm saying is, if you have a movie full of black people, some people are going to be in a better light than others. Like everybody, it's not a church movie. Everybody's ain't just going to church and everybody's perfect Christian. The movie is full of black people. This is what I'm saying. It's not like every other character is white and he has the black woman as the only black person on the film getting her ass beat. That's not the case.
All right. Before I got one more thing, man. So Drea, someone everyone loves, came out with a statement. Well, not a statement. She was basically, you seen it? She was. Let me. Yeah. Let me get the clip so we can give it the right context. Let me see that, brother. Hey, looking like a blue. Okay, here you go. All right. So, do you? I guess my she's getting killed right now. Yeah. Do you feel like because we've been doing this for a little minute now. We've been doing this for a little minute now. Do you feel like people have the right to say because of that statement and people around her laughing and the jokes that have been made about Megan Thee Stallion are the reason why black women don't feel protected, and are people not allowed to make jokes of these things on social media?
Wow. I ain't get none of that. Obviously, I ain't on social media to even see none of the jokes or none of this shit. I still don't even fully understand the whole story behind it. So I'll let y'all answer, then come back to me.
I think it's
Dope.
why would I say that? I think that's just what's gonna happen. Like, we gonna make jokes. Like,
Yeah.
that's a part of social media. Whatever happens, we're gonna make jokes.
Yep.
Black people for sure. I don't care what the fuck happened to you.
I shot girls from their shoes.
If you don't die, we making a joke. So I think that's evident. What Drea said is what majority of women say on social media every day.
That's tough.
Ivan?
Yeah, jokes are gonna come regardless. Like, we gonna get them jokes off, but I think it depends on who the joke's about.
Okay.
If the jokes are about certain people, like, it ain't gotta be jokes. We talked about a few weeks ago. No Name was, she was attacking J. Cole.
Ooh, they got her up out of here fast.
Yeah, we all for that. But the moment she mentioned Beyonce's name,
Get the fuck out of
they gonna
here.
cancel you. So it's certain people.
Yeah. Selective morality.
Absolutely. Like, so, like Drea saying, she's talking about Meg. Okay, cool. It's just certain people, certain situations you can't talk about. Rihanna's one of them.
Yeah.
You talk about Rihanna, they're gonna cancel your ass. You talk about Beyonce, they're gonna cancel your ass. It's just certain people, like, regardless of the situation, their fans are hardcore fans, so they're gonna ride them right or wrong.
Yeah, I think it's fucked up, but a lot of people like to attach their hurt to different trending topics.
Absolutely.
And because I make a joke of something, everybody does. I've seen Shit. It wasn't to the extent of a black woman getting shot in her foot, which is not funny. But out of that, I was hearing jokes about Tory's height, his weight, shit. Just last week.
Fuck y'all for that, man.
The height shit was
Tory about my height, my weight, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Last week it was last week, 2 weeks ago it was Smokey. Like, no one is exempt from getting these jokes.
That shit with Tory.
But I do feel like it is truly fucked up that people love to say, oh, because someone joked about something, that they don't care about black people or black women, or they're not protecting black women. Now, Meg, I totally understand. That she is not taking light of this situation.
Yeah, she shouldn't.
Because it's her foot.
I'm sorry, Meg. Listen, I'm sorry. I slipped out. I apologize. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Fucking dude. What the fuck, dude? Shit. What the fuck just happened? I'm a real asshole. Like I said,
ahead, quick. Shoot me the video.
like I said, it's.
Oh God, that's what I went to too.
Yeah, hell yeah. One of the funniest scenes in television. Film.
What is that?
Shot her ass in the pinky too.
Hell yeah.
In my blanket toe.
Ivy, you wrong for posting this shit too.
Oh, that shit slipped out.
You know what? Megan, you should get.
I was hacked.
Oh, shit.
You wrong for posting that shit, man.
I'm still trying to find the funny in that movie.
What?
Did you say? Go end the show. Turn on the
Look, I'm still
That's
trying
over.
to. But I get Meg's point. It's not funny because she's the butt of the joke.
You don't want to keep laughing.
I'm not trying so yeah, shout out to Meg, man. He'll love baby. I can't be
You
serious.
keep
with this
laughing
thing
and you
on the
trying to.
I can't do it.
I didn't do that.
All right, and you got anything, man, before we get out of here?
All I'm gonna say is that it's somebody on the on the bad end of every joke. So
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about them. Don't give a fuck about this.
Back.
Skinny?
Nah.
I got two things. If you're important and you ride and be safe, man, they snatching you motherfuckers up. Disappearing, we don't know where y'all going, so be safe out there. Second thing, I did kind of read something this weekend that fucked me up a little bit. It scared me, actually. I was reading about zombie ants, where it's this fungus or this bacteria that's kind of taking over. It takes over an ant's body, and it basically makes them commit suicide. And then the ants basically create more spores of this fungus that infects more ants that make them kill themselves. So if the fact that it's ants doesn't bother me, the fact that the thought that it could mutate and turn into something that could affect humans scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
Sorry. I want to clap it up for the Levante Nesters of the world. All right, black men going out there to the protests, ready to go all the way in with that fight. Shout out to y'all.
Who was the one saying that?
Levante Nestor, black man, arrested out here, throwing rocks at the police, had a Molotov cocktail in his backpack, all that.
Oh, he was serious.
Yeah, he was ready. So, shout out to them.
All right.
shout out to the brother Flow 349 out in New York, still fighting that fight I was talking about last week. You know, they got the trash picked up finally. So just shout out to them, man. You know, keep holding on strong, man.
I just heard we missed out on an incredible versus.
The snooping.
Yeah, that's the saying. But before we get out of here, 2 J. Cole songs just dropped, and we're gonna listen to them, and we'll be right back to give y'all our review.
Absolutely.
As long as it ain't that them Drake shits. Cat Daddy.
Niggas wanted me to look the part. Oh my God.
Floating on that motherfucker. What song is this?
King of Ice.
The Lion. Yeah.
What song?
Lion King on Ice.
That's gonna be on repeat for a minute. That gave me Pac vibes right there,
They're
man.
gonna be on repeat because he dropped 2, so they will be on repeat.
We gotta see
going
what's
to
the
it
next
right
one.
now.
That one right there, whoo! That gave me Pac vibes, man.
He had help on producing one of these tracks, but one track he produced himself, right?
I don't know. They just dropped. I don't know.
Yeah, he said he had help on one of them. One track he produced himself.
Same people.
He is fucking spazzing.
Oh my God! Why you stopping? That nigga, the way he started that verse. He's snapping on his third verse, but I don't like the Eminem flow. And we are back. Talk to me, fellas.
Spaz.
He's snapping on me.
Spaz, but I still need that album. I need that album to come.
The fall.
Better than 2014 Forest Hills. Gotta be better than that.
I think so.
The first track we heard. What was the first track we?
Lion King on Ice.
That gave me Pac vibes. Like, no metaphors, no slick bars,
Nah, he had
just
some slick ones in there.
spitting
Sure he did.
with emotion. That track right there, woo. That's whoo, yeah. The second one was the Climb Back.
Yeah.
It was okay.
What?
It was okay. The beat was dope. Took me a minute, like the Eminem flow. I really wasn't.
Why'd you call it the Eminem?
Because that's how he was rapping for a little minute. Real fast and slow, real fast. The track itself wasn't bad, but I'm not gonna go back to it like I did the first one.
I'm repeating that more than the first one, personally.
I like the second one.
What?
Yeah, I like the Climb Back more.
Yeah.
I like the Climb Back more.
He had pockets, but the song in totality, I probably would.
That shit was hard. That shit was hard. But the line, I don't know. I'm trying to catch up while you saying Eminem flow because it's fast.
Yeah, it was like that's how Eminem. What was that? Relapse? Eminem was rapping like that.
Eminem to me rapping like syllables. He raps in syllables to me. So it's way different. I don't really think I don't call it that flow. Faster flows is more of like Busta Rhymes them or something like that. Eminem raps in, he try to match each syllable every time he do it. But I fuck with both tracks. Climb Back more, but I think I like the Lion King on Ice beat more. I don't know why. That beat was just, and like you said, you could tell he was spitting with more emotion. Like,
Yeah.
He was spitting way more emotion. You could tell the beat was bringing something else out of him. But I'm for sure repeating both of these.
Yeah. He went 2 for 2. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from him. He went 2 for 2.
I like both tracks. I'm definitely gonna play the second one more though.
Okay. Ivan, anything?
Nah, I didn't want anything before we listen to the track.
Oh, okay. Skinny nothing, right?
Come, killer, come, killer, come. Killer, come, killer. Man, still upset at this nigga, man, for that motherfucking purple.
It's beat
haze,
nasty. Oh, motherfucker.
Sorry,
Man, put
we
on
still gonna hit it
that. Put on them get 'em girls. My computer's putin'.
I put on for the beats, not the song.
Hey, Cam, still my nigga.
Hey man, put that putin'.
I don't even know what track that is.
It's called Get 'em Girls.
We do the shooting.
My computer's putin'. My shit.
Hit from rooter to tutor.
From Hooter to Hooters. I put 2
Stay
on
up in
producers.
Lemus and Bloomers.
Hey, man, you tell you to pay for the. Come on, man.
I'm not paying for YouTube.
Is this the real track? I need the real track.
Oh, you want the whole track?
Yeah, man, we gotta get our karaoke in.
That's it.
I put 2 on producer.
Nope.
There we go.
Doom. Like when that beat hit right there.
Yeah.
Boosters, like, who's the cooler? Y'all get shot at, homie. I do this shooting. I do the recruiting. I do the students. I merge their brains. I'm moving the movement. Buddhist to Buddha.
Get 'em,
That's
Killer.
Judas to Judah.
Fleet.
Hit from Rooter to Tutor. Rooter to Tutor. I put 2 on producers.
This nigga was
Doggy over there spitting.
This nigga was the worst.
Holy po. The roly poly. Go there to get him. Holy poly. Hold it, holy. Represent.
Why is he even
Then
spoken
just
for? When they say
nah.
this?
I tell him send the man. I tell him never mind.
Cameron was ahead of his time. Cause Cameron was the first
Killer
nigga
girls.
that made you feel like I can rap. He's the first nigga to feel like if he can do it, I can do it.
No.
Skinny, your computer wasn't putin'?
No.
It's the reason why I only went to that Killer Cam instrumental because I fuck with that beat.
Yeah.
There's
That's a
nothing
classic
he
album,
rap.
though. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Purple Haze was cool.
But SDE Cam spits.
Noonies. Back to Hooney. Skinny girl, you get 22s.
My bad, y'all gotta listen to this.
22s.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
From the Maury Show.
I apologize, y'all.
Gonna be up on the Maury Show.
Yeah, no,
You don't know about Get 'em Girls?
I don't like.
You don't like Get 'em
He's
Girls?
horrible as a rapper.
Nah.
But you like sugar free, nigga.
What do one have to do with the
Sugar
other?
free go though, man. You get so much game.
I really give you my edge.
Not one of my favorite tracks, but I fuck with it.
Ah!
I thought I bitch in holy water before.
Think I'm just a nice ass nigga trying to get some pussy. No, you trying to get some of this dick for free.
Like what? What is that? Nigga, what is that nigga saying?
man.
Okay.
I wish you wouldn't trust me so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, he like that type of shit.
That track go.
All right, man. As always, y'all can find me on Twitter, or y'all can find the podcast pages on Twitter at Views from the 7, on Instagram at Views from the _7, and on Facebook at Views from the 7. You can find me on Twitter at Just Call Me Spence. That's JUS Call Me Spence, SPENC. Fellas, where can they find y'all at?
Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, Young Al Bundy, YUNG_Al_Bundy. Also, View7 Network. Also, Popular Misfits Podcast.
Instagram, Skinny Junior 777, YouTube Code 7, and View7 Network.
At the bird party, chilling with Jerry Shardy. Have my Celine's on.
What?
You should have seen it.
Hey man, our karaoke is getting better, man. Even though you niggas don't participate.
Hey man, whenever y'all want to
It
get this
was.
lynch, let me know, nigga. Let me know.
Nigga, that tell me
y'all
y'all
want to get this lynch, nigga.
Alright,
Even
y'all.
zero, that black criminal, that nigga, that bat, bat.
Alright, y'all. Peace.
Jeez.
My computer's poop.